Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Josiah back with you with more Valiant Hearts, The Great War. We're going to be continuing the story of Emile, Freddie, and Carl, and Emily. Yes. Going to... Let's see. I'm going to actually see if I can go back and pick up some of the items that I missed first time around. Just so bear with me a bit. I'm going to be right back. Alright, here's one we missed. Tinder lighter. While petrol lighters were popular in the trenches, soldiers also used tinder lighters. The cotton wick was doused in saltpeter or lead chromate to make it more readily inflammable, and was extinguished by simply drawing the wick back into the cylinder. If it works, it works. There it is. Right there. Pretty well hidden. Letter from a French soldier, August 14th, 1914. Dear parents, I am all set to be mobilized to the front. We're going to take Alsace and Lorraine back from the Germans. Don't worry, I'll be home before Christmas. All my love, Marcel. I have a bad feeling Marcel didn't make it back. Yeah, that one was hiding right behind in the wagon there. French identification tag, created in 1881 in the wake of the French defeat against the Prussians in 1870/1871. The French identification tag indicated a soldier's name and surname, the year of his conscription, his place of birth, and ID number. Dog tags were used to identify corpses on the battlefield in an attempt to overcome the problem soldiers missing in action and unidentified bodies. And there's the one that I missed before. Gold button from a French uniform. The French Army's horizon blue and greatcoat had gold buttons. The buttons, not to mention their distinctive red trousers, were problematic on the battlefield as they shone in the sun, making soldiers easy to spot by the enemy. Right on the ledge here. Letter from a German soldier, September 6, 1914. My dear parents, I'm doing fine and the weather is good. I hope everyone is well in bad Durkheim. Why not good Durkheim? Our progress is swift. We shall soon be in Paris. What do you want me to bring back as a souvenir? Yours, Gunther. Yeah, I know you want to go that way. Hey, Freddy, but the collectible is this way.
What? Let's see.
Get it, boy. Letter from a Canadian soldier, 21st April 1915. Dear parents, we are in Belgium, a truly flat land that reminds me of our Winnipeg plains. The big difference is that it's so damp here, which makes the cold even colder. The guys and I are going to make you proud of us. The Canadians will be the big heroes of this war. I'll write again soon. Stephen. True irony is that no one, and even on this side of the Atlantic, remembers the Canadians for their service. At least the Europeans do. Yeah, Emile's dying. Let me just grab this collectible real quick. A Belgian shako. No, the Belgian Army's distinctive shako resembled the top hat with a rim replaced by a visor. The shako was replaced by the Yisser cap. Yes, sir, cap. A soft cap with flaps that could be pulled down over the ears. The cap was called the Yisser because Belgian soldiers massed behind the river Yisser to hold off the German advance. And not because the people who wore it replied to all questions with yes, sir. I'm hilarious. I'm pedantic, so I just felt it worth mentioning that this isn't Can-Can like I originally thought. It's Brahms' Hungarian Dance Number 5.
Zebia.
Alright, how do I get this thing? There! God, I'm an idiot. Vial of Nevrosthenin. To combat problems, morale, and physical fitness, Army doctors sometimes distributed Nevrosthenin injections, a composite of magnesium and potassium intended to give weary soldiers a hearty boost. Early 20th century medicine. I wonder how well that worked out for them. Right. Now we're back to where we first started. Can I just stay in here? Grab. Damn you, Von Dorf! Wow, he got over there in a big damn hurry. Yeah, this thing's in the way. And he's a handle to get back down. Aha! Overalls. Practically all able-bodied men were mobilized in the front, but production still had to carry on. Women took over men's roles in factories and in other traditional male positions, working for much lower salaries. Some even held positions of responsibility and were involved in decision-making. This new role changed women's status in British society. Let's check our facts here. Rheims Cathedral. The city of Rheims suffered during the war. Well, didn't everyone? September 19th, 1914. As the Germans retreated from the city, they set fire to the cathedral. Then, as the city was so close to the conflict zone, it was bombarded by zeppelins and cannon fire. During the bombardments, the statue of Joan of Arc in front of the cathedral lost a hand before it was dismantled and stored in the catacombs. By the end of the war, only 1,500 inhabitants were still living in Rheims. With practically all able-bodied men mobilized to the front, women, children, and the elderly were employed in factories to ensure weapons production. Women took on traditional male jobs, some even held positions of responsibility. This new role now changed their status in society, and in the wake of the war, women over 30 years old were given the vote. The Women's Institute held its first meeting in 1915 with the aim of encouraging women to become more involved in food production during the war, and the movement flourished. Over here, boy. Oh, other way. Won't stay on that thing.
What?
Wait, there's something here. Oh, no, that's just dust. There's gotta be something. Well, hang tight to bed. I gotta find something I can use as a handle.
What?
Je vous en prie.
That's something I can help. I need Walt's help with. Whoop, not right thing.
Hey, viens ici.
Come here, boy.
Hey, what? Hop. Vas-y.
Go get him, boy. There he is. He's got the handle.
What?
Well, where are you going?
Allez.
There's something there. What's this? Advertising brochure. While the war raged on, life continued back home. Brands still advertised their products. Naturally, soldiers were used to promote brand images and boost sales. This brochure is advertising war bonds to help the government finance the war effort. Yeah, that's great. Walt, get that guy. Get that handle, boy. Alright, this time for real.
What? What?
There you go.
Allez, parti.
Good boy.
Merci beaucoup.
Alright, now let me up. So I can ransack this poor man's house. A razor. Safety razor. The safety razor was an early 20th century invention and shaved more safely than barber's blades. In 1917, safety razors were standard issue in U.S. soldiers' kit because it had been noticed that gas masks provided more effective protection to shaved faces. Yeah, I remember that. When I worked as a CEO, one requirement was that we had to be clean-shaven in case we had to wear a SCBA rebreather. So we would get a good seal on our faces.
What? What?
Alright.
Barbara.
Now, Walt pushes the elevator back up
What?
so we can get on the dubwainer. So I can get him down. And we can continue on. Let's see what's in here. Alright, now the kid's safely up. Let's see if we can find anything else.
What?
Can't reach him from here. Yes, I'm aware, Walt.
What?
There's gotta be something I can use to cut that rope. Early gas masks. While gas masks were in more widespread use on the front, they were also available to civilians and in French towns close to the front, like Rheims. They were fairly common. This early model is one of the first, composed of cotton compress doused in a neutralizing solution and applied to the mouth and nose, similar to the British black veil. Something I can use to cut that thing. Maybe down on the first floor. Aha! crap bolters. Alright. There's one guy safe ways. Yeah. Give me a sec, Pierce. Here's please. Just want to make sure I get it. Wrong. Figured there'd be something over there. Sorry. Wrong button. Go get it, boy. War Godmother Certificate. To improve morale on the front, an associate was created in France in early 1915 to provide succor and support from behind the lines for soldiers without close families. The War Godmothers sent letters and parcels, forming close relations with their godchildren away from the front. That's sweet.
Oh, merci.
Oui.
And heave-ho! Aha! Active Service Paybook. A paybook belonging to a British soldier. It also contained practical details such as the last will and testament form, as well as the names and addresses of close relatives to contact in the event of death. This book also served as a regulation guide to good conduct, advising men, quote, "In this new experience you may find temptations both in wine and women. You must entirely resist both." I wonder how well that advice went down. That's probably the statue of Joan of Arc. What is it, boy? Uh-oh. Crap. Well. Hey, close that window. You're letting in a draft.
What?
And this one. Whoops, wrong one. Bonk. Boy, I bet you feel silly right now, don't you? Oh, what are you laughing about? I just kicked your butt by I'm blowing air at you. Jump on it, Freddie.
Aus den Gräben!
Oh, crap. Hey, this one looks like a dud. Thanks. There we go. Oh, thanks. Don't mind if I do. It's one. Chuck it to me. One catch. Oh, wait. That might not have been a great idea. She's going down! And close of Chapter 1. Chapter 2, Broken Earth. Yeah, this is a change. 9 months earlier.
Anna was training to be a veterinarian when the war broke out. The Germans were only 20 miles from Paris when she received a letter from her father. He was in good health, but implored her not to return home to Belgium until the war's end. Patience, however, was not one of Anna's strong suits.
Oi! Come back here, you thieving magpie. September 6, 1914, Paris. In September 1914, the German advance took them to within 20 miles of Paris. The government had already fled to Bordeaux and was expecting Paris to fall. In the north, most of Belgium was occupied, but under the King's command, 75,000 soldiers kicked Ypres and Yser out of German hands. September 6th and 7th, 1914, General Gallieni requested 630 Parisian taxis to transport troops rapidly to the Marne, while relatively few soldiers were actually transported, 4,000 in all, 3% of the total number of deployed in the battle. The impact on the public was huge. The event became a symbol of solidarity for the nation, and the Marne counterattack saved Paris from German occupation. Oi! Give that back, you little... Here, because you've been a naughty boy. You see that necklace over there? Come here. Oh, wait. I've got to hit him so that any drops it where I can reach it. That's right. Come back here, you stupid bird. Hey, want some breadcrumbs? Gotcha. What's this? Inkwell. Ballpoint pens were not developed until the 1950s and 60s, so soldiers used a quill or nib to write letters. Ink was poured into an inkwell into which, in order to provide enough ink, the quill or nib had to be dipped regularly. I am very glad we don't live in those days anymore. Letter from a Belgian civilian in Paris. Dear parents, we fled our land before the German advance to take shelter in France with the children. Unfortunately, the Germans kept coming forward, and Paris is practically under siege. If Paris falls, we shall return home to Liège. Your dear daughter, Mathilde. Something's going on outside. Taxis to the Marne. Parisian taxis are requisitioned. There's that pocket watch I know. Broken watch strap. A watch strap broken by a motor crank now. Before battery ignition was developed, motor cars were started by cranking a handle. As the engine sparked into life, the operator had to let go of the handle smartly because the crank handle is now propelled by the engine and cause a nasty accident. Yeah, you see that sometimes in cartoons or something that are said in older movies where they have to wind the handle in front of the car in order to start it up. Again, thank God for advancement of technology. Hey, it's a junk. I bet I can use this. No, that's not going to do me any good here. Oh, hey, thanks. I need a square one. That might do. There. Need some water to cool down the engine.
Ok. Allez, courage Nebo. Pas mieux. Chut. Voilà, tiens. Merci, madame.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. She just fell and scraped her knee. Let's see. There's something else I'm missing here. There it is. Le Petit Journal. The main source of information was the newspaper. Radios were in their early days based on tube technology, and television did not exist. On top of local and national news, a news section appeared in the newspapers dedicated to the events on the front. Some newspapers also published daily listings of prisoners of war and war dead. Grim. Alright. I need a triangle. Yeah, this is the closest match we got. Apparently I can only carry one thing at a time. There you go. Give that car a drink. Come on, boys! To the barn! Can. I can do the can. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Ow, sorry. And now a brief interlude by the Danubles. Do you mind? Where are you off to in such a hurry? Don't you know there's a war on? Oh, sorry. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, let's try paying attention this time. Out of my way, losers. Bum, 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 bum. Bravo.
September 7th, 1914. Taxis drove all night. Anna was proud to help the soldiers reach the front line. When Anna arrived at her destination, she discovered the horrible truth with her own eyes.
War is hell. And this game is not going to be shy about reminding you of it. September 7th, 1914. Marne. I'll come back to this.
Non, 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 non. Hé, oh. Vas-y.
Get some bourbon in you. It's a pain.
Ok.
Right, this is gonna hurt.
Voilà, ça. Voilà. Allez, courage. Va mieux.
Ouch.
Courage, Nebo. Voilà, c'est bien. Voilà.
Si bas, ma vieille.
There you go.
7 months went by. Driven by compassion, Anna devoted herself, body and soul, to healing the wounded and the sick. Every life saved was another small victory over the war. The conflict, however, raged on.
Small victories. Gotta take them where you can. Shrapnel shell remnants. Shrapnel shell remnants. A shell containing lead bullets. Depending on its setting, the shell might explode on contact with the ground, sending its contents flying, or in the air for even more destructive results. Read a quote somewhere. Can't say society don't advance, hence every new war, or they come up with a new way to kill you. The hecatomb. The first 3 months of the war saw especially heavy losses. August 22nd, 1914 was the bloodiest day of the whole war, with heavy casualties. The numbers of wounded were far greater than had been anticipated, and the military health services struggled to cope with the scale of the conflict. And that's what happens when you pitch modern technology against old tactics. Nurses were the angels of the Great War, and were generally volunteers recruited by the Red Cross, the Army, or the American ambulances to work long, grueling shifts in hospitals, both at the front and behind the lines. They played the role of carers, mothers, and confidants. They often feature in soldiers' memoirs and sometimes their sole companion in death. The majority were demobilized at the end of the war. Fun fact, Ernest Hemingway, the famous author, served as a ambulance driver, not during the Great War, but during Spanish Civil War, which wasn't long after this.
Hé!
De ce côté, là.
Just 3 today? Must be a slow day. I'm not gonna bother with the diary. Nurse's Manual. The war effort suddenly required a larger medical corps, and there were not enough qualified personnel. So manuals were published and distributed to help volunteers train. The manuals provided a whole host of practical solutions to logistical and medical problems at the front, such as how to make a splinter stretcher using rifles in their straps. Can you hear the screaming in the distance?
Donc la criade. Voilà ta quel trimoire.
Do I hear
Regarde. Bon.
Tallow socks. Socks soaked in fine tallow, and coated with formal, the most effective way to beat the cold and damp, frostbite, and other ailments. That, at least, was what the adverts had people believed. However effective the socks were, the soldier's best friend was always a nice dry pair. Yeah,
Hey, violon. Beaucoup
I can attest to that. Never underestimate the value of a pair of clean and dry socks. Oh, cripes.
Hé, oh! Vas-y! Hé, hé! Oh non!
You're gonna want to look away.
Courage, Nebo. Allez, courage. Voilà. Allez, va mieux. Voilà.
Okay, that's over.
Si bas, ma vieille.
I'll take that. Might help with that tree I saw. can use that.
Mon père, mademoiselle.
Water.
Voilà, mademoiselle.
Mess tin with holes. Both dishes of this mess tin have holes in them. Not hugely practical for eating, perhaps, but life-saving for one soldier. The mess tin bag was worn at kidney height. When the shell exploded, this tin slowed down the searing hot shrapnel in flight, which, although it wounded the soldier, helped him live another day. Mess tins were blackened using smoke to prevent them glinting in the sunlight. Yeah, same problem with the buzzards we saw earlier. Bear with me, guys. This is a RPG, so it's gonna take me a lot longer to get stuff than it really should. Seems a bit of a waste using that much water for that small carafe. Water.
Yeah, God. Bravo pour le déjeuner.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, bon feu.
I can use that. There you go.
Je vous bénisse, madame.
I'd go insane if I had to work in something like this. God bless the nurses and doctors. Those who actually do have to work in situations like this. Lay back, buddy. Ow.
Allez, courage. Courage, Nebo. Emile. Voilà, viens.
Si bas, ma bien.
There we go.
Je vous bénisse, madame. Oh, Marie.
Oh, God. Letter from a Prussian soldier, 6 September 1914. My dear daughter, we are making headway through the French countryside. The landscape is beautiful. I'd much rather be enjoying it with you than killing people. I think of you all the time. Your father, Wolfgang. Let's get you out of there, buddy.
Oh, my God.
Quick dose of morphine.
Voilà, viens.
Ow.
Courage, Nebo. Allez, courage.
There.
Donc,
Hey, guarda. No, j'en ai besoin d'entendre.
The French officers were talking about Belgium. The German army was about to experiment with a new weapon near Ypres, Anna's hometown.
Ypres.
Anna got en route to warn her father about the imminent danger. Reaching the outskirts of the city, Anna was greeted by the screams of sirens. The deadly gas was already here.
Any collectibles? No collectibles there. April 22nd, 1915. Ypres. Belgium. Dubbed Wipers by British troops due to its difficult pronunciation. The Belgian town of Ypres was a key strategic position during the war. A hub for road, rail, and canal networks became the target for sustained bombing from 1914. In 1915, the Germans even used chemical warfare on the town. By the end of the war, the majestic cathedral and town centre were nothing but ruins. In the wake of the technological advances of the early 20th century, the vast scope of this industrialized war brought on developments in all fields: aircraft, submarines, dirigibles, and tanks. Great progress was made in the fields of medicine, surgery, medical hygiene, and radiology, thanks to Marie Curie's work, who took thousands of x-rays of the wounded. Many thanks to Dr. Curie. I'm stuck up there. Letter from a Scottish soldier, 19th April 1915. Hello, pal. I'm in the town of Ypres in Belgium, a pretty wee town that must have been raw before the war. The beer too ain't bad. I'd much rather be drowning in ale with you though, boy. I'm off to the front in 2 days. Take care of yourself and say how do to the family. John McCormick.
Allez, courage. Courage, Nebo. Voilà, ciel. Pas mieux? Allez.
Merci. Oh.
Splendid. Wooden top. Wooden top with string, a common toy of the age. During the war, toys gradually became more war-based. Through board games, children could find out famous battles, while other items ridiculed the enemy. After the war, toys and games became pacifist once more. Gotta make the young, teach the youngins to hate the Germans and the Germans.
Oh, petite n'y va pas, c'est dangereux.
Yeah, but I need those keys. In we go. Small gear. Nothing in there. Surely these rickety floorboards are relevant or something. Okay, up. Dong, dong. Never really liked these kinds of puzzles. That's not gonna work, is it? I'll set that down. switch out the sound here. There we go. Heads up! Timber! An idea that could only have worked in a video game. Why are the window controls down here?
Okay.
Ow.
Allez, courage. Allez. Pas mieux?
There you go.
Merci beaucoup.
Broken walking stick. The knob is all that remains of this walking stick. The stick has been carefully sculpted, a souvenir of the trenches. Unfortunately, a broken walking stick is of no use to anyone. I mean, you could then make kindling out of it or something. Incoming! A handle missing. Surely there must be something around here. Can't jump from up there. Probably something down here. Locked, of course. Nope, nothing in there. Bedpan. Latrines were generally housed outside in the yard in homes of all social classes, so during the night bedpans were used. In well-to-do houses, servants were charged with emptying the pans. Thank God, not for indoor plumbing. Boy, that painting looks relevant or something. Ah, this is Anna's father's house, judging by the painting on the wall. There's gotta be a way they can get up there. Can't go that way. Okay. Yes, I'm very aware. That was no help. It won't let me pull in it. Nope, can't open that. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to bear with me for a bit. Okay, so it turns out you had to hit the painting thing on there, and that knocked it down and revealed the keys. Stereoscopic camera. A camera that captures two simultaneous images on glass plates, enabling relief images. Use of the camera was relatively widespread because the device was small and readily transportable. Alright, maybe there's something down here. Maybe those paintings can help. Da-da-da! I'm amazing. Some of those look quite familiar, don't they? Chemical formula. 2Cl2 plus 2H2O equals 4HCl plus O2. This formula is the description of what happens to soldiers' lungs when they inhale chlorine gas. Chlorine gas reacts with water in the lungs to produce as hydrochloric acid, creating horrendous burns. So effectively, you breathe it in and your lungs melt from the inside out. Nasty. Aha, a handle. And why is there a bunch of grenades in the way? Well, things just got a bit more urgent now, didn't they? Of course, since we're trapped in an RPG, everything has to be complicated.
N'est bon. Voilà, Sien.
There we go.
Merci beaucoup.
The governess revealed to her that her father, an eminent scientist, had been kidnapped by Baron von Dorf, who was eager to use scientific advances in warfare. Anna set out in pursuit of the Baron and encountered Emile and Freddie.
Literally ran right into them.
Destiny brought them together. They had survived the enemy's wrath, their gunfire, bombardments, gas attacks. Now, with her father within reach, Anna wasn't going to let him slip away.
June 15th, 1915. Rhymes. Life and death of the Zeppelin. The Zeppelin was effective at the start of the war, and in 1915, London suffered over 50 Zeppelin raids before the Royal Naval Air Service intervened. The craft's weak spot was obviously its hydrogen-filled balloon. Hydrogen is lighter than air, hence its value to aviation. However, it is also highly inflammable, and the slightest spark sent the craft plummeting spectacularly groundward in a ball of flames. Of the 92 craft used during the war, 68 were destroyed. The humanity! Oh god. Facial disfiguration. By 1918, there were 20 million wounded, all countries included. Roughly 70% of these injuries came from shrapnel, and only 1% from bayonets. Facial injuries could result in having a jaw, nose, or eyes removed, but progress in surgery saved and patched up many victims of facial disfigurement and amputation, of which there were 200,000 post-war. Good thing he's deaf. Virgin Mary statuette and case. A case containing a statuette of the Virgin Mary, another example of trench art. To overcome their boredom, soldiers would set to work transforming anything that came to hand. Unexploded ammunition, empty cartridges, and shell debris were all turned into day-to-day items and put to a more pacifist use. You can't just leave him.
Vas-y. Pas mieux. Voilà, Sia. Allez. Allez, courage. Courage, les bons. Voilà. Pas mieux. Voilà, Sia. Allez.
Oh my god.
Allez, courage. Courage, les bons.
Shh! I'm trying to be sneaky here.
Danke.
Albert!
Ik weigerte Asta dabei.
Hey!
At least he's alive. Oh, wow. Letter from a soldier. Rhymes, 14th June 1915. Dear Emma, we are on the retreat. Our position is untenable. Don't worry, I'm still in good health. We are going to leave Rhymes to the enemy. Rhymes is a beautiful city. I hope all is well as home and you are taking good care of our parents. I hope the prisoners are working properly for you. See you soon, Siegfried. Prisoners.
Hé, vas-y, Voile.
Go get it. And a boy.
Oui, bon chien.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, amazing that still works. Ow, jeez. Hang on, Carl. Never mind your legs. I'm gonna go look for collectibles. Broken pistol. A broken P08 pistol designed for German artillerymen. The P stands for parabellum, which refers to its 9mm ammunition. The word parabellum comes from the Latin si vis pacem parabellum. If you want peace, get ready for war. Going up. Nope. Is this really a good idea? Darts. These darts are dropped onto trenches from zeppelins or aircraft. Due to velocity and impact, their heavy tips are capable of piercing through anything between them and the ground, including helmets and soldiers' skulls. Whoops. Dang. Okay, I gotta hit it a little earlier than that. I see the hint. I don't need a hint. I know what I'm doing. There. Alright.
Val, hey, va chercher.
Oh, almost had it.
Val,
Fumbled with the keys. Oh.
voilà. Voilà, ciel. Chut. Va mieux. Courage, Nebo. Allez, courage. Allez. Voilà. Voilà, ciel. Oh, va mieux. Courage, Nebo. Allez, courage. Allez. Voilà. Carl! Papa!
Il est en vie. Il est avec.
Oh, of course. Von Dorf had to save himself.
Allez, Carl. Carl, tiens bon. Val! Allez, va. Va.
Didn't you leave them behind in heaps? It rhymes. Boy, you guys caught up real fast. Yikes. He's okay. He's just gonna take make the side road.
Hey, what?
In you go. Freddie, let's see if there's anything worth seeing around here. Aha! Shell mechanism. The nose cones of shells were not systematically destroyed and were much sought after by soldiers because they contained large quantities of metal that could be recycled to make rings or pendants. Alright, we're gonna have to close these levers simultaneously.
Whoa! Look, get out of here.
There we go. Yeah. Freddie can't get past that.
Whoa, go now.
Good boy. Turn around. Sorry about this, pal. Okay, I'm not that sorry. Yeah. I think I see where the next button is. Alright. I'm gonna get the dynamite to... Walt, come here!
What?
Oh, yeah. That's my boy.
Hey, Walt.
No, Whoops.
Whoa! Whoa!
Right, this one's gonna be tricky. Might take me a few tries. Walt, come here!
Ichi. What? Hey, Bachi.
Dog's trilingual.
Good boy.
Yep. Understands French, German, and English. There you go. Might as well take this.
Whoa! Get away, boy!
Go get it, boy. There it is. Oh, we'll swap this.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa!
Merci, Walt.
Let me just check the collectibles. Oh, it's in the riverbed. Hang tight, Freddie. I'm gonna go back and get something. Sterilizing the solution. Soldiers drew water directly from rivers and streams, but because of the rats and decomposing corpses, river and stream water brought a major threat of disease. Soldiers used a variety of products to disinfect water before drinking it, but the best solution was to boil it up. That's what they taught us in wilderness survivals while training. There we go. Now, Freddy, get your high-quality bolt cutters that don't break as soon as you use them. Wow, that engine's so cool. Alright. Since we can't just crawl underneath that. Too late. Set the safe flag on fire again. There you go. All right. There's on his car.
Ça va aller, allez. Emile? Non!
Victory had a bittersweet taste for Anna. Carl, seriously wounded, had been sent to a POW camp. Anna's father had disappeared with Baron von Dorf, and Emile was court-martialed for desertion. Cited for his bravery in Reims, Emile was fortunately pardoned and set free. Free to go back to the front.
Some freedom.
February 21st, 1916. Winter had descended on the front. After joining back up with the army, Emile and Freddie were stationed near Verdun, suffering like many others from the harsh winter. That morning, the arrival of the mail raised spirits, but Marie's letter, did not bring good news. In San Miel, food was scarce, disease was rife, and the number of dead was growing. Out of this grim news, however, there was one ray of light. A photo of his grandson, Victor, standing on both feet and learning to walk.
Don't worry.
Alright, I'm actually going to end this episode here and take a break. So, I hope you enjoyed our further adventures into the so-called Great War, and you're looking forward to the next episode. Until next time.